So Renee takes our temperature in the mornings. And what am I temperature, Renee?
24.
So it was fine. So then I will sign. She disinfects the pens. I'll go and find my name on the list. And I'll write my temperature, that my screening form is completed. Thank you, Renee. And I add it into the box. So then every staff member gets screened like the child. And if I still feel after that I need to disinfect my hands, I can just give it a last bit of disinfectant, and then I will be moving through towards the prep school to go and wait for the children in my class. Good morning, everybody. Every morning, the junior primary children that are coming back to school will be coming through our red square gate. You will see that there will be some staff members here. First of all, one staff member is going to screen every child, take their temperature. Another staff member is going to record those temperatures. And the third staff member will collect all your screening forms that moms had filled in for you before you arrive back at school. And then your hands will be sanitized as you get out your car as well. You'll come through the gate, and then you'll have another chance to sanitize your hands, because you sanitize your hands as you get into school as well as when you leave school. So see, these are grade 7s. You'll see, look how relaxed they are. They just jump out. The parent also just flicks the form and runs off. Because they've been here now it's their second week back, the grade 7s. So they know exactly where to go. The parents know where to go. As you'll see, everywhere we have marked for social distancing. So if children arrive more than one at a time, we can have them spread out as well on the corridors. They'll see they have to keep the distances. The benches are marked that you are only allowed 2 kids to sit on a bench, 1 on either side of the cross. If you go throughout the school, every single corridor, all the way up to grade 7s, down the grade R corridors, all of those have been marked for children. In the mornings and in the afternoons, there will be staff on duty in the red square. For those children coming up from the wooden stairs that goes onto the field to be screened in the mornings, there will be staff at the wooden stairs at the prep hall to make sure that the children are keeping their social distancing. When the children get into their classes, their teachers will be there to welcome them. No child will be ever left on their own. They will always be supervised. As you can see in the bathrooms, and that includes the girls and the boys, we have cordoned off every second basin, and we have got indications to the kids which ones they're allowed to use and which are not, so they can keep their social distancing in the bathroom, as well as with the cubicles. Washroom doors will always be left open, the outside doors. They are propped open, as no child should really be touching the doors. Goodness will be sitting outside here. You'll see there will also be hand sanitizers outside the bathroom doors for the children to sanitize their hands. She will then go back into the bathroom when the child has left, and she will disinfect the area that the child has used to make sure that the bathrooms are disinfected every usage that has been done by any child. So every time a child goes into the bathroom, it's being cleaned, disinfected, and it is supervised full day while the children are at school. So reminding the children to wash their hands, to sanitize their hands. We've got posters all over the school. This is one of our grade R classrooms, and all the other classrooms have been done in a similar way. You'll see the distancing between the desk. Every child now will have their own desk. Every staff member will have their own sanitizers for their hands, as well as a disinfectant to wipe down the desk during the day for the children as well. In the junior section, for instance in grade R, every child gets a basket with their name labeled on, and they will only use those things in that basket. There was no more shared equipment or shared stationery or anything that the children might need. Every child will have their own box when they come back to school, and that will be left on their desk. Every afternoon those boxes will be sanitized. Because I teach both grade 7 classes, each class has got their own box. I keep their worksheets in there separate as well when I mark it as well, so that I don't contaminate the one class's work with the others. So this also has to go in my little basket of goodies when I move around between the 2 grade 7 classes. I'll put my shield on and move my mask down a bit so that the kids can see my face. Some of them like to look at your lips when you talk. And also as a teacher, I don't sound like Darth Vader, and all the kids in the back can hear me. when I come in, I'll disinfect my hands. Right. And then this is my little desk that I use in Mrs. Williams's class, just to unpack all my things. And then I'll fetch my flash drive. And I'll be using it with the Zoom lessons. So the kids from Zoom will join us from here, and they will be projected onto the whiteboard, so they're part of the class. And then what I do is I will share whatever my lessons are, I would share with the class and with the kids at home at the same time. So the kids at home, as well as the kids in the class, both hear my explanation. And then they start working on their work. And then in between, as the kids will ask questions in the class, the kids in the Zoom lessons can also join up and ask us questions. So this is live lessons. This doesn't happen afterwards. It happens in the classroom. So at the moment, Mrs. Williams's classroom is set up for that. We have got webcams in every single grade in one classroom. Every class should have their own webcam for those kids to join the live lessons for those that are at home. Try to make them a bit lower for our little ones to be able to use them, so they can just use their elbow or their hand to push some disinfectant in their hands, so we can constantly remind them to disinfect their hands. Outside, you'll see all the hula hoops lying on the AstroTurf. The hula hoops are also put out with social distancing in mind, and every child sits inside the hula hoop, and that reminds them to keep their social distancing. So that is our second play area. And our third one is the field, and you'll see that we have marked on the field squares, and every square is 2 meters by 2 meters for the kids to keep their social distancing. The hula hoops and the chairs, after every use, is wiped down and disinfected, because we are using it at 2 different times. We'll have a break time for some grades that start at 9:30 till about 10 to 10. They get disinfected, wiped down, and at 10 o'clock, the second group will come out for break time. So we have staggered break times and different areas where the children will go to, so that we keep them with their social distancing in mind to try and keep our children safe at school. First of all, I would like to thank all the parents at home that have been so supportive during this difficult time. We all have had to readjust our way of thinking when it comes to learning and teaching of our children. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your love. I wish all our Eden families health, to be safe. Thank you for those that have come to school. I know it's been a very difficult decision to send your children to school. For those at home, we do know that you have very valid reasons for being at home, and we wish to see you soon in our Zoom and online lessons, so that you are part of our Eden family, even if it's at home.